How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining me today on the MRE Experience, and today we're looking at a Lithuanian menu number 1 braised pork with rice porridge, best used before 8/20/2025. Comes in at 0.6 kilograms or 630 grams, or for us Americans, 1 pound, 6.2 ounces. This menu is the equivalent to the United States single meal MRE. Soldiers are issued 2 or 3 of these in the field per day, and comes in at 1,297 kcals. So let's get into it. Let's see what we got. I have some ideas on how to prepare this menu a little different, because I'm not a fan of the Panzer sheets, the SU1 crackers, and I just don't find them appealing. So we're going to try something a little different on how to prepare it, and we'll see if it's a success. So let's pull everything out of this menu. All right, that's everything right there. We have almonds, 100 grams of plain almonds. This has a use date of October 23rd, 2025, and there's a 45G on there, so I'm not sure if that means 45 grams. On the back, it says 100 grams. All right, well, either way. We have almonds. We have our SU1 crackers, which are notoriously hard. They're a rye cracker. We're going to be making a bread pudding with these to soften them up. We're going to put crushed almonds in it, and we're going to add the jelly in there. Let's get into our accessory packet. We have a Ruda chocolate bar. This feels like it was melted a little bit. One side is fatter than the other, but either way, we're going to enjoy this. This is really good chocolate, 36 grams. We have a jelly. I think this is a strawberry jelly or a currant jelly. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I'm glad it didn't bust open. We have a orange concentrated juice powder, instant drink, 20 grams. We have a black tea. We have a 5-gram tube of sugar. And then we have a Food Force Ice Mint chewing gum, sugar-free with sweeteners. And then we have a best used of 5/26/27. Looks like we have a little menu listing in Lithuanian, so I think we already know what we have here. Let's get into our accessory packet here. We have some matches, blue tip, interesting looking box. We have a refreshing towelette, wet wipe, clean and fresh, lemon scented. We have a recycled plastic utensil. It actually feels really sturdy. I'm very surprised. We have a zip tie. The zip tie is used to secure the bag after you throw away all your trash. You bunch up the top, put the zip tie on. That's what that's for. Everyone seems to get weird when they see a zip tie in there. It's to secure your trash. And we have an Epit stove, 3 fuel tablets. Funny, I didn't see the actual stove itself. Oh, here it is. We're going to actually use this and see see how it works out. You just bend these together, and yeah, pretty simple use, single use stove. And then we have our main here. We have our flameless ration heater. These look pretty nice. And then we have our main. This main is a 240 gram main, and it is braised pork with rice porridge. All right, and we have a best before 11/14/2025. All right, so let's first get our tray set up. Let me plate this up and let me show you how we're going to go through it. Stand by. All right, and we're back. Everything trayed up. Everything looks good. This is what we're going to do. Since I don't like these SU1 Rusk crackers, I smashed them up real good. You could see they look pretty smashed up. What I also did was I took the almonds and I smashed about 75% of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a bread pudding with the tea, the crackers, the almonds, and the jam. So let's get our stove set up and get that going. All right. All right, that looks good. I'm probably going to regret lighting these in an enclosed space, but let's see how it comes out. I'm going to use one fuel tablet for now. See how it works out. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to lay a couple matches on here in different directions. And we're going to see if we can get this to light up. They do feel pretty flimsy, but they do feel like they ignite pretty fast. Alright, let's see how that works out. All right, that looks like that actually is working pretty nice. While that's heating up, let's get everything else together here. We don't need our fuel tablets anymore, and we don't need our matches anymore. So we're just going to put them on the side right here. Get our energy drink here, our isotonic orange. This requires 300 grams of water, which is basically this glass. Ooh, that smells like candy. That smells really good. Give that a nice mixing. That actually mixed really well. Hardly anything left. And you know what I noticed? We don't have no napkins. That's okay. Let's get some water on this. Let it start the reaction. It has a piece of tape right here. Wow, that thing's already taken off. Just leave that right there for a moment. Open up our chocolate. Yep. Chocolate was heat stressed. It melted a little, but still looks good. Smells really good. Nice dark chocolate. Get our jam ready. Yep, looks like a strawberry jam. That tastes really good. See how this water's coming out? Actually heating up nicely. And this thing is rocking and rolling. Alright, went and got some napkins because this is going to get a little messy. So let's give this a try. Our orange isotonic. Pretty good. Not very sweet. The orange actually is a little bitter, but not bad. Let's get our sugar opened up for our tea. One thing I noticed, that fuel tablet sits very proud, high, and when you put the canteen cup on it, it almost wants to smother the flame, but it's lit already, and I'm not going to disturb it, but I don't know, it seems like it wants to sit a little higher, but we'll leave that alone. This thing is rocking and rolling. That thing is really taking off. All right, let's give our chocolate a try while we're waiting. You know what? I think I might incorporate that in the bread pudding too. Let's give it a try. Yep. That's a good chocolate. Even though we have a little bloom, still a very good chocolate. Very rich, not sweet, rich, dark, and hint of bitter. Really good. I wonder if they actually say what's the percentage on this. There's actually more than just chocolate in it. It's high fiber. Ingredients is cocoa, sugar, cocoa butter, emulsified soy lecithin. The chocolate contains 75% carbohydrate, 27.8 grams, which of is sugar, 24 grams of fiber, 23.3 grams of protein, 8.8 grams of salt. That's interesting. Let's give that a little stir. I don't think I'll actually need as much water as I put in it, but that's okay. Let's see how hot that water is. Okay, it's lukewarm. We're getting there. We'll give that some time, and we'll finish enjoying our meal. Stand by. All right, we had to add the remaining of our fuel tablets because those are pretty weak by themselves. You can see we got a nice flame going here. We're going to resume heating up our water. And this thing is still going crazy. They seem to be giving off some fumes. I see some smoke, which is not the water. That's the actual fuel tablets. Yeah, and they need a little more room. This is a bad design, but whatever. We're just gonna roll with it. All right, we're gonna wait until this kind of simmers down and this simmers up, and then we'll be right back. All right, we're back. It's been about 5 more minutes. This seems to be winding down. This is actually working pretty nice. Still a little too close. It's almost like it's smothering the fuel tablet. But as you could hear, we got some simmering action going here. This is actually pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take some of this water. We're going to throw it in our tea. And you can see that water is nice and warm. I'm going to place it right back on there to simmer. And you could hear it, it's going. Let our tea steep. I was going to make the tea and then pour it in there. Add the almonds, the crackers, the jelly, you know what, and the chocolate. But I don't think that's going to be necessary. I think we got enough water here to do exactly what we want. So first things first, let's drop our chocolate in. These are going to make a mess, so let me slice it over the garbage. There we go. We're going to put all our crackers in there. Let's mix that up. Oh, that's actually looking really good. The chocolate's melting nicely. Put that back on the heat. That's actually pretty good. Let's get our almonds. Now, I didn't smash all of them, so let's see if we can get just the broken pieces in there. I doubt it. Oh well. They're all going in. Let's grab one to give it a try. Not bad. Very natural tasting. Almond. All right, this is actually looking like it's turning into something. Got a nice bread pudding here. Throw that back on there, and let's get our jam in there. Wow. And that seemed like the perfect amount of water. Break that jam up. I think this was the way to do it. Wow, this is like a meal in itself. Look at that. We got crackers, we got jelly, we got almonds, we got chocolate. That's definitely the way to do it. And it is a little messy. All right, let's see how we're doing with our tea here. All right, I think we're done with this. Let's spoon this out right here. See what we got. Look at that. That's a serious bread pudding right there. Let's enjoy this while that's burning out. Look at that. That's definitely better than those tough crackers. This has finally calmed down. Look at that thing steaming. And our braised pork with rice porridge. That actually looks pretty good. Let's clean off our spoon a little bit. So we don't, wow, I just got hit with that pork smell. That smells really good. I know people commenting it doesn't look that good, but these European rations, they always smell like a home-cooked meal. So this is the rice porridge. And in Lithuanian rations, they always put the meat on one side and the rice or stew or whatever else they're putting in it on the other. So here we're going to incorporate everything nicely. Wow, that actually looks very, very inviting. And the smell coming off it is definitely good. Let's give that a try. Yep. That actually reminds me of a home-cooked meal. The smell that's coming off it, the flavors, it's not bland. That is really good. Let's get into this while it's still warm. I'd hate to let this cool down and miss the opportunity for a good meal. All right, let's do this. That is really good. My first Lithuanian dry ration, and this is nice. I definitely like this. Bread pudding. I taste the jelly. I taste the almonds. Taste the chocolate. And it goes very well with the crackers that are now soft. I left 1/3 of the almonds whole, so every once in a while you actually get a nice whole almond. There's a nice little chunk of jelly. Nice, sweet. Look at that. That's the way to do this. You know, when we're having rations, explore your ideas. If you think these three components might possibly go together nicely, do it. That's what it's all about. Enjoying your meal. And this is fantastic. This really is. The pork seems like it's a minced pork. So there's no real huge chunks. It's like a ground minced pork, but it's flavorful. I see some spices, some pepper. Looks like thyme, chili. We got carrots. Looks like we got onions. These are good. Let's have some of our orange drink. Pretty good. I'm used to overly sweet, overly dyed US MRE drink pouches, so that's a nice little change. It actually does what it's supposed to do, and I do taste a little salt, little minerals. Let's see how our tea's doing. This spoon's actually holding up pretty well. I'm really surprised. All right, let's give that a little stir. Give that a taste. Nice. It's not a overwhelming black tea. It's very light, almost herbal, but that's nice. That really is nice. In the field, that would be welcome. Possibly break this up into 2 meals. You would have your pork, braised pork with rice porridge with your orange drink, and then for a little later snack, tea with the bread pudding. This would definitely work out nicely in the field. That Ruta chocolate bar really went nice with the SU1 crackers. That's the way to do that. I don't know anyone that says, "Ooh, I love these SU1 Panzer sheets." Let me bust a tooth right now. Soak them, crush them up. All right, let's finish this up. Let me know what you think about this bread pudding. If it was a great idea, I think it was. I mean, I'm enjoying this more than if I would have just had those insanely tough crackers and then chewing through the almonds. Yeah, you get a little jam, you have a little chocolate on the side, but I think that was the way to go. That was a success in my book. All right, let's finish this up. Last bite. All right, let's check out our wonderful. I just ripped the towel in half. That's great. Look at that. That thing is flimsy. Oh well. Has a generic chemical scent. Feels like there's a little alcohol in it. Oh, there we go. What a This is crap right here, I tell you. All right. So, last thing now, the gum. Ah, my hands are wet from that towel and it just slips. All right, let's see what we got here. We got one. Oh, no, we got two. There must be some kind of lotion on that because now my hands are slick. 2 little pieces of ice gum. Let's try that out. And that's what you use the zip tie for. Put all your trash back in the bag, roll it up, put the zip tie on. It's quite a strong little zip tie, I must say. And now you have all your trash back in your bag. Throw it away properly. The gum is good. It starts off very firm, then it softens up. It's a quality gum. It definitely has a nice chew to it, good flavor, and definitely gets the crud out of your teeth. Plus, I'm guessing the artificial sweeteners will help get things moving, kind of, you know, so you don't get too bunched up. All right, well, this has been a Lithuanian Dry Ration Menu number 1, braised pork with rice and porridge. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Tell me if you like my little concoction here of bread pudding with the jam, SU1 crackers, Ruta chocolate bar, and the crushed almonds. So next time you get the SU1's armor sheet, make some bread pudding out of them. All right, I'll see you on the next one. I got a whole case of these. I'm not sure if it's 9 or 10 menus. I believe it's 10 menus. I have every single one minus number 1, and we're going to go through them over time. So look forward to the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.